You can't kick me out for your hat.
You know you did. What are you expecting him to slide? It's a damn joke.
Come up, straight up with this glove.
Hey, where did he touch you? Where did he touch you?
Now let's go.
Where did he touch you?
Right here on the...
When your luck is batting zero, get your chin up off the floor. Mister, you can be a hero. You can open any door. There's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart.
The 1973 World Series is brought to you by your local bottler of Coca-Cola in association with Major League Baseball. 1972's world champion Oakland A's are back to defend their title with virtually the same cast that performed rave reviews in the upset win over Cincinnati. This time, the A's are the favorites, and one prominent reason is American League's most valuable player, Reggie Jackson, who watched last year's classic on crutches. Direct from Broadway, the New York Mets' success story featured a fantastic comeback that saw them rush from last place on August 30th all the way to the National League crown. This is the Mets' second World Series appearance, but their starting lineup is dramatically changed from the miracle year of 1969. Managers Yogi Berra and Dick Williams both face lineup problems. The Mets' leading RBI man, Rusty Staub, is severely hampered by a damaged shoulder, and the A's fleet-footed center fielder Bill North is out with an injured ankle. A last-minute request to activate infielder Manny Trio was denied, and the Oakland roster is one man short.
Yeah.
Mr. Berra, I know we've been denied putting Trio on. We are allowed having him in uniform,
Yeah.
along with Bill North.
Bill North, right.
Would you object to Mr. Trio being in our bullpen?
I don't care. As long as the fight starts, he stays there.
He's too fucking little.
Commissioner Bowie Kuhn and American League President Joe Cronin get full cooperation from the weatherman, and the sun-bathed California crowd welcomes Henry Aaron. Hammerin' Henry Aaron is the first active player to throw the ceremonial first pitch at a World Series, and with good reason. As the 1973 season concluded, Aaron's career home run total is 713, just one shy of the legendary Babe Ruth. Between Aaron and Willie Mays, there's a combined total of 1,373 home runs in the Oakland Coliseum today, and the Bay Area fans greet Willie with a standing ovation.
This series right here means more to me than I think anything in baseball, because I came in as a winner and I'm going out as a winner, and I feel that to go out as a champion means a great deal to me, and I think it means a great deal to the fans all over America.
With Rusty Staub sideline, Mays is a starter and records the first hit of the 73 series with a single to left off Ken Holtzman. John Matlack, the Mets' hottest pitcher down the pennant stretch, breezes through the first two innings with some help from shortstop Bud Harrelson. In this, the first year of the American League's designated hitter, Ken Holtzman finds himself in a very unfamiliar situation, at bat. Holtzman's failure to sacrifice allows Jerry Grody to gun down Dick Green. And now Holtzman will swing away with two out and the bases empty. Holtzman's surprise double is the first hit off Matlack, and the A's leadoff man, Bert Campaneris, comes up. If Holtzman felt strange at the plate, imagine how he must feel on the base paths. Holtzman is home free, and the A's take a 1-0 lead. On the replay, Campaneris' routine grounder skips right under Felix Millan. Mr. Consistent for the Mets at second, Millan had committed only 9 errors all season long. With Joe Rudi up, Matlack wants to check Campaneris. Campy swiped 34 bases during the year, and the Mets don't want him in scoring position. Matlack's move traps Campaneris, but the pickoff throw is too high, and Campy has his stolen base anyway. Rudy's single sends the A's fans into flag-waving ecstasy with the score 2-0. Cleon Jones doubles in the Mets' fourth, and Holtzman faces John Milner. Jones scores, and Milner moves to second on the throw to the plate. The A's lead is narrowed to 2-1 with Jerry Grody up. Reggie Jackson's sprinting catch robs Grody and halts the New York uprising. Moments later, Harrelson returns the favor. Brilliant sunshine is fine for the spectators, but not so for the fielders. The base-running antics of Bert Campaneris initiate the first controversy of the 1973 World Series as Campy eludes a diving John Milner to reach base safely.
He tagged him.
He tagged him. He's safe. He's in the line. He tagged him. No, he didn't tag him.
You didn't tag him? Huh? You all right? Yeah, worried about him. Is he all right?
He says he's all right.
John?
A loser in the disagreement at first base, Berra tries some winning strategy for relief pitcher Tug McGraw.
Let's go with percentage, Doug. We'll go to
You
the
wanna
left
put him
hand.
on?
Yeah.
Did you?
Go with the left hand. Yeah.
All right.
You go all to it. Well,
All right.
put him on.
The percentage play involves an intentional walk to Sal Bando, then pitching to Reggie Jackson. The move pays off, but the Mets still trail 2-1. Reliever Darrell Knowles provides the finishing touch in the ninth with assistance from second baseman Dick Green. And the A's capture Game 1 of the 1973 World Series. Mother Nature treats the second game fans to shirt sleeve weather once more. The players will not be so fortunate.
Coke here. Hey, ice cold Coke here. Hey, Coke.
Joe Rudy is the second Oakland batter of the day. This high fly becomes a double to left. It also sets the tempo for what will turn out to be the longest and one of the weirdest games in World Series history as blinding sunshine turns every fly ball into adventure. Rudy's sudden field double keys a two-run rally before Mets starter Jerry Koosman can get out of the first inning. Rudy's single sends Campaneris home with a third Oakland run. But Vida Blue is having troubles of his own. One of the A's trio of 20-game winners, Blue is suddenly plagued by the long ball as Cleon Jones and Wayne Garrett connect for solo home runs. The Mets trail 3-2, but the A's come right back to load the bases with just one out on the bottom of the third. And Yogi Berra calls on Ray Sadecki to relieve Kuzman.
Let you have a ball of that one. There you go. You look like you just lobbed that ball, didn't you? Go for 2.
2 and 4 fastballs, 1 to pair, 3's a change. That's our combo.
Ray, you get the ball now home. You hear?
Yeah, I'm going to
for
you.
2.
Run that home.
Red,
yeah,
go
you're coming
home.
back to me. I'm trying to hurry it now. Get the pitch.
Red.
Yeah, make sure.
John.
Dick Green misses the bunt on a suicide squeeze attempt. Gene Tennis is hung up, and Oakland's hopes of breaking the game wide open fail to materialize. Sidearmer Horatio Pena replaces Vida Blue in the 6th. Jerry Grody is hit by the pitch, and now it's the Mets with the bases loaded and only 1 out.
What did you get you, John?
Same spot as the other one.
Well, you broke it?
I don't know.
Well, you didn't break it this time. You knew
No,
right
I'm
away.
saying the same spot where you broke it.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see your grip.
I don't have any grip right now. Just let it go right now. I'll come back in the dugout later, all right?
Singles by Don Hahn and Bud Harrelson give the Mets their first lead of the series at 4-3. And with the bases still jammed, Darrell Knowles comes in to face pinch hitter Jim Beecham. Knowles' wild throw allows Grody and Hahn to score, and the Mets have a 3-run margin for relief ace Tug McGraw to work with.
Shortstop, Anthony Campaneris.
The protective batting helmet saves Campaneris from injury, but McGraw appears to be shaken as he walks Joe Rudy and then allows Campy to get a huge jump for an easy steal at third.
Number 9, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson's double scores Campaneris, but McGraw fans Tennis, and the Mets are just 3 outs away from victory. Willie Mays takes over in center. Don Hahn moves to right as Rusty Staub's ailing shoulder is too big a risk in a close game. Darren Johnson's pinch hit shows that even the best can be done in by that old devil's son. When Reggie Jackson signals Johnson home, Tug McGraw needs 1 more out. With runners at first and third, he faces the hero of the 1972 series, Gene Tennis. The Mets look to break the deadlock in the 10th against Raleigh Fingers, with Bud Harrelson on third, 1 down, and Felix Mion the batter.
Where'd he tag him? Where'd he tag him? You missed the damn thing.
You can't kick me out for your attitude.
You know you did. What are you expecting him to slide? It's a damn joke.
Come up, straight up with his glove.
Hey, where'd he touch him? Where'd he touch him?
Now let's go.
Where'd he
touch it. Right here on the...
Here comes the replay in slow motion with stop action frames, and you can make your own call. Not even elder statesman Mays can change the verdict, and the game moves on to inning number 12. Harrelson doubles, and McGraw's sacrifice attempt pops over the head of hard-charging Sal Bando, and the Mets have runners on first and third. Raleigh Fingers recovers to get 2 outs, and it's all up to Willie Mays. The final hit of Willie's fabulous career breaks the tie, and the Mets lead 7-6. Paul Lindblad looks for the third out with John Milner at the plate. As Milner's bouncer goes through the legs of second baseman Mike Andrews, McGraw and Mays come home, and the Mets now have a 3-run advantage. The strange saga of Mike Andrews is just beginning. Jerry Grody is ruled safe on this play with another error charged to Andrews for a wide throw pulling tennis off first, while the 10th New York run crosses the plate. Stop action on the replay illustrates a very close call. It appears Tennis may still have had his foot on the bag, and Andrews would not have received the second error. Following the game, the Andrews affair would escalate into a cause célèbre, with deactivating, reactivating, and a new champion of underdog causes. Late afternoon shadows mixed with sunshine combine to hide yet another fly ball. Mays can't locate it, and it's a leadoff triple for Reggie Jackson. Tug McGraw's 6-inning stint is his longest of the year, and he makes it an unusual admission to his manager.
Yeah, I made some good pitches, but I just let that one up a little bit.
No, I just want to give him time, too, to get loosened up.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know. I just try too hard sometimes, that's all. I might be out of gas, too.
Could
It's
be.
only your 7th inning.
Yeah.
Huh? It's only your 7th inning.
Could be.
Is it 7? I haven't got anybody out yet, though. It's not 7.
McGraw departs in favor of George Stone. Stone becomes the 11th pitcher of the day, tying a World Series record. Stone finally settles the issue after Jesus Alou singles Jackson home, and the Mets escape with a wild and woolly 10-7 victory accomplished in a mere 4 hours and 13 minutes. It's a new series marathon mark, and just about the same amount of time it takes to fly cross country from the Bay Area to the glittering lights of New York City. Fun City is ablaze with excitement and a hearty breed of fans that will jam Shea Stadium on 3 successive cool autumn nights. Mrs. Joan Payson, the Mets owner, occupies her usual front row box seat as Cy Young Award winner Tom Seaver goes to work. Seaver, nicknamed the Franchise by New York writers, begins in overpowering fashion. Oakland's right-handed ace, Catfish Hunter, is off to a shaky start. Wayne Garrett leads off with a home run, and the Mets are flying early. Following a Felix Mion single, Rusty Staub receives the hit-and-run sign. Now Hunter faces Cleon Jones. A wild pitch brings Meehan home, and Seaver has a 2-run lead. In the top of the 6th, Don Hahn makes a leaping catch of Joe Rudy's bid for an extra base hit. But Sal Bando succeeds as Hahn can't catch up with this one. Gene Tennis knocks Bando in for the A's first run of the night to cut Seaver's lead in half. Bert Campanera singles to open the 8th. And you don't have to know the Oakland signs to realize he's on his own as far as stealing is concerned. Cappy's in there safely, and now Seaver concentrates on Joe Rudy. Rudy's single to right delivers the tying run, and A's owner Charlie Finley leads the visitors' cheering section. Tug McGraw rushes to the Mets' rescue in the 9th with Oakland runners on 1st and 2nd. In the 11th, Ted Kubiak walks. Then Harry Parker gets 2 strikes on Angel Manuel. Jerry Grody explains what follows.
The ball was scuffed on one side, and the ball had been sailing. Apparently, Harry had turned the ball around without realizing it, and the ball went the other direction a little bit. And being a little bit on the tired side at this stage of the game, I just couldn't react quick enough to catch the ball.
Shades of Mickey Owen in 1941, as Grody's pass ball allows the potential winning run to advance to scoring position. Campaneris delivers. Kubiak races home, and the A's extra inning comeback victory gives them a 2-1 edge. Game 4 signals the return of the champion of underdog causes. Deactivated after his successive errors in Game 2, Mike Andrews is now reinstated. His appearance in a pitch hitting role gives the Shea Stadium crowd an opportunity to voice its opinion. Charlie and Mrs. Finley take it all in with a smile. Andrews grounds out, but the fans continue to give him their support. Naturally, the New York fans have their own interests at heart, too. And John Matlack's performance helps maintain their generosity in the standing ovation category. Felix Meehan's well-executed bunt single introduced the real hero of Game 4. Sore shoulder and all, it's Rusty Staub. Staub's 3-run blast in the first inning is just what the doctor ordered, and Rusty fulfills a lifelong dream.
When I got hurt in the playoffs, I was most disappointed, and I was very concerned about being able to play at all in the World Series. And having been in professional baseball for about 11 years, it was something that had always been a dream of mine to get into the series. And I had seen people before me, like Reggie Jackson the previous year, get hurt in the playoffs and not be able to play at all.
Staub is not through with his one-man demolition of Oakland pitching. This base hit boosts his RBI total to 5 on the night, as the Mets deadlock the series at 2 games apiece.
to be able to have the kind of fourth game I had where I had the 4 hits and a home run, it just made me feel real good that I did the right thing to get in the lineup. And to be a part of what a World Series is and to be part of a champion team has just been the greatest thrill of my entire life. It really has.
The hard-working members of the communications media accept a momentary respite prior to Game 5 because once the action begins, they're right in the front lines. National League support is evident with Walt Alston and League President Chub Feeney pulling for the Mets to gain the series lead against Vida Blue.
Batting in the 5th position, the first baseman, number 28, John Milner.
John Milner single scores Cleon Jones, and the home fans love it. Don Hahn faces Vida Blue in the 6th inning of a 1-0 pitchers duel. Jerry Groney races home on Hahn's triple, making it 2-0. The 2 runs are all the Mets offense will generate in support of left-hander Jerry Koosman. But the defense is holding on, as illustrated by Felix Millan. Oakland's Joe Rudy makes the play of the night on this shot. Here's another angle as Rudy's backhanded stab robs Cleon Jones of a 2-base hit. Koosman is determined to limit the A's potent running game. Jerry Groney lets Campaneris know he's under constant surveillance. Even right fielder Rusty Staub gets in on the act. Persistence pays off. Koosman rolls along the shutout route, protecting his 2-run margin by frustrating the Oakland power hitters with his best fastball since 1969.
I went into the ball game feeling very confident. I had good stuff in the bullpen, although after an inning or two, I found I wasn't getting my curveball over due to the dry air. My fingers stayed dry and I had trouble with my breaking ball, so I relied on a real good fastball that was moving every direction. I believe the reason Yogi took me out is because of the great relief pitcher Tug McGraw in the bullpen. He's proven time after time that he can come in and bail us starters out of tight jams, and he was certainly a guy to rely on at that moment.
Even New York's Mayor John Lindsay is caught up in the enthusiasm. Tug McGraw is definitely contagious. The author of the Mets' victory slogan comes through again, and the shutout remains intact. Politicians may be center stage in New York, but on the West Coast, it's showbiz. Bob Hope's miscue will discourage the scouts. So Jack Benny decides to pass up the bonus opportunity and pocket the ball. Sorry, Jack, you can't keep it. Tom Seaver sealed the Mets' pennant against Cincinnati, and now he's after the series clincher. Reggie Jackson's booming double sends Joe Rudy home in the 1st inning, and the A's grab the lead. Jackson was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts against Seaver in Game 3, but this is a new day. Jackson again in the 3rd. Another Jackson double scores Sal Bando to make it 2-0. A replay shows that Rusty Staub's shoulder ailment finally catches up with the Mets. Staub's weak sidearm throw falls in front of relay man Felix Millan. Millan can't handle the short hop cleanly, and Bando is home free. Catfish Hunter has a 3-hit shutout through 7 innings. The 4th Mets safety is a pinch hit single by Ken Boswell in the 8th. Boswell will tie a series mark with 3 successful pinch hits before it's all over. Dick Williams calls on his record setter, Darrell Knowles. Knowles will be the first pitcher in World Series history to appear in all 7 games. But Knowles is greeted by Wayne Garrett's single, and Felix Millan steps in. Millan single scores Boswell and puts runners on 1st and 3rd with Rusty Staub coming up. Knowles gets Staub on 3 pitches, and the A's cling to their 2-1 lead with Reggie Jackson leading off the bottom of the 8th. Jackson's 3rd hit of the day, and Don Hahn's 2-base error brings Oakland an insurance run. But Reggie Jackson applies for membership in the Tom Seaver Admiration Society.
Tom Seaver today was not the Tom Seaver that he was in New York. He didn't have the overpowering fastball today like he had in New York. I got to give the man a tremendous amount of credit. I got all the respect for him in the world because he went out there when he was not himself, and he gave them 7 great innings. He's the greatest athlete in the world to me. Tom Seaver wasn't Tom Seaver in ability. He was only Tom Seaver from his heart.
Raleigh Fingers nails the Mets 1-2-3. And for the 3rd straight year, the World Series will conclude with a 7th game showdown. The pinnacle of sports, the ultimate in pressure. After 173 regular season, playoff, and World Series games, it all comes down to one final contest. After a split of games 1 and 4, Ken Holtzman and John Matlack go head-to-head for the 3rd time. Holtzman's 2nd double of the series gives Matlack reason to doubt that designated hitting rule. Campaneris' home run gives Oakland a 2-0 lead, and the A's fans have championship fever. Campy's clout was the first Oakland home run of the series, and no one is more aware of that than the American League home run king, Reggie Jackson. Jackson's blast is a clincher. The A's lead 4-0. And Reggie's one-man show wins the acclaim of the critics as most valuable player of the 73 series. The A's are much more than amazing. The final out of the 1973 World Series seals a 5-2 win. And the Oakland A's have passed the test of champions with another 7-game triumph and their second consecutive championship.